On this episode of Shaking My Head, Colorado forces a Game 7. Or was it Dallas? Tom Wilson takes what's not his. And the Wild score. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. No, they didn't.
The play was offside at 119. Go goal. Wow.
All that and more on this episode of Theme Music. Hello and welcome to another episode of Shaking My Head, the biggest misplays and blooper show across the entire internet. I'm your host, Tom Stewart. Let's begin. Well, it's official. There's now 2 reasons why you should keep your mouth guard in your mouth. First one, obviously safety related. The second is because Tom Wilson might steal it.
He took his mouth guard away from Aho, and what a gesture of sportsmanship. He gave it back to him.
Aho never has his mouth guard in his mouth, so Wilson just snaps it out of his mouth.
That should be a penalty. 2 minutes for taking away the other guy's mouth guard.
The best part is, so now Aho goes back. It's just been in his glove, right? That's kind of gross. He goes back, you'll give it a little squirt of water, and you just put it right back in. It's like, it'll be fine.
You know, one thing I love about the modern game is every time we score, we immediately set off an 11-minute investigation with the sole purpose of determining that it wasn't one.
Hartman races forward, joined by Nyquist. Hartman to the net, save made by Hill, the rebound, score! Hartman with 1:15 to go, gives Minnesota the lead.
It looks like it's going to be reviewed for kicking.
The call on the ice was confirmed. The puck deflected in off number 38's leg. It is not a kicking motion. It is a goal.
And I think, Jax, they probably got it right.
Looks like there's another challenge happening here. So no kicking motion there, but now they go and look to see if it's offsides. This might give us a better angle here. Looks like it's already confirmed, and they're going to give us a call.
After coach's challenge, the play was offside at 119. Go goal. Wow.
Now, if you're going to score a game-winning goal to force a Game 7, you want to do it the right way, right? And what I mean by right way is having the puck generally tossed towards the net where it then deflects off 4 of your opponents before ultimately ending up in the back of the net.
Here's McKinnon. McKinnon cutting wide on Lyubushkin with a centering pass. Redirect by Lehkonen. They score! It bounced in, and the Avalanche go back on top.
What stands out to me is McKinnon and his power and able to possess the puck here going wide. Looks like he's checked. No chance. He's able to get this puck towards the net. It'll be McKinnon's goal, I believe.
Bounced it off Blackwell of Dallas.
You can't make this stuff up. I don't know if Lehkonen touched it.
Wow.
After McKinnon did. Doesn't get any crazier than that. But look at this. Looks like nothing's going to happen, but McKinnon, his skill and power and speed to hang on to that puck creates the opportunity, and then some craziness ensues.
Steele flipped it in off his line mate Blackwell.
Story time, viewers. One time, my little cousin was playing with a Tony Amonte action figure, and a bigger kid came over and grabbed the Tony Amonte action figure from his hands. That really ticked me off. So I walked over to that kid, and I grabbed the Tony Amonte action figure back.
10-minute misconduct, telling him off.
And gave it to my little cousin, told him to piss off. What I didn't know was that kid had a bigger brother who saw the whole thing. And that bigger brother walked over to me and hit me as hard as he could and stole the Tony Amonte figure back again.
Oh, you f***ing A.
What's the moral of the story, you may ask? If you don't want to get hit, don't get involved.
Greg Anderson did that in 2015. So Matt Paolo keep the puck. This one's going to Linus Ullmark, and we're going to Game 6.
Now, we all know how the story ended for the Maple Leafs.
4-2 series win. They got past the Ottawa Senators, avoided Game 7, blah, 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 blah.
Max Pacioretty, hero. Could you imagine how many times they would have rolled this clip if it didn't work out for the Maple Leafs?
Working his way in, great pass, and another in front, Nylander to the edge. Oh, what a stop! Ullmark and Pacioretty puts the rebound wide.
Save in front, the rebound in front comes right side to side, gets the toe on it, and then somehow that puck is in play off the toe, off the post.
Now, all the way back in episode 1, we posed a question. Who would be your Jake McCabe when your proverbial skate blade explodes? Well, for Evander Kane, we found our answer. It's no one. just like that, we've come to the end of another incredible episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations to last week's winner, Daniel Nam 9026, who correctly answered Theo Fleury as the only NHLer to score a shorthanded hat trick. But for this week's trivia question, I pose you this. Which NHL franchise has 2 Stanley Cups but 4 Conn Smythe Trophy winners? And if you think you know the answer, throw it in the comments down below to be potentially featured on next week's episode. Until then, I'm Tom Stewart. You keep that head a-shaking. No, Mom! It's embarrassing. My friends are here. I said stay out.